Hey everybody, it's me, Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie. On this episode of CD Junkie, I'm going to be talking about my favorite albums by the band Utopia. Now, me being a pop kid, of course I'm going to love Todd Rundgren, and I've got a box set featuring all of his solo Bearsville albums. But we're not here to talk about solo Todd, we're here to talk about Utopia. Now, here's a little hint. My favorite lineup of Utopia was Todd Rundgren, Chasm Sultan, John Willie Wilcox, and Roger Powell. That might give you an idea of the period of the band that I really, really love the most. So let's dive in, and I'm going to talk about my favorite albums by the group Utopia. Okay, we're going to start off with Deface the Music from 1980. This is an absolutely stellar album. Of course, this was their homage to the Beatles. So if you're a fan of the Ruddles or bands like that, you're definitely going to love this album. I also love the little back cover here where it says outstanding in their field, because there they are, outstanding in their field. But this is a wonderful release. Now, the booklet isn't too much to talk about there, but it is a great collection of songs. Like I said, if you're into the Ruddles, you're definitely going to want to check this out. It's a wonderful collection of songs that showcases the band's, poppier side. Really, really fantastic stuff. Now, the next album on my list of favorite Utopia albums is from 1982. It is called Swing to the Right. It is their it's the album after Deface the Music, and it's kind of a return to the sound of old. It does have those, harder rocking prog elements to it, but it's also a very pop record as well, very melodic. This does have some great songs like Liz Estrada, of course the title track, Swing to the Right, The Up, Only Human, One World, and of course a cover of For the Love of Money. And it's a nice collection of songs that you should definitely check out. It's not as great as Deface the Music, doesn't sound anything like it, but it's definitely the same band. But they actually, that same year, they put out another album that was just amazing, and that was called Utopia. And this originally came out as a 2 LP set, I believe. The LP 1 was a typical 10 tracks or whatever, and then LP 2, I think, was only one-sided, and had some great tracks on it. So many great songs on this album. Hammer in My Heart, and Bad Little Actress, Feet Don't Fail Me Now, Princess of the Universe. Yeah, lots of great tunes on this. This is a great album. This is closer. I don't want to say it sounds like a Todd Rundgren album. Of course, Todd Rundgren is a big part of Utopia. He's the main part. But I love the fact that he also gives room for, Chasm and Willie and Roger to sing or to shine. And it was definitely a real group. There was definitely a chemistry between these guys. Made them a great pop band. And this is probably, apart from Deface the Music, their poppiest album. So if you're a fan of new wave, maybe power pop, a little bit, and just great melodic rock, definitely check out the self-titled album from Utopia. Now, the next album came out in 1983, and it was called Oblivion, which was a great AOR album. This is a 2 CD set, and it contains the next 2.5 albums I'm going to talk about. So Oblivion, like I said before, it had actually, I think, probably the biggest Utopia hit called Crybaby, and it was from their and it actually got video airplay on MTV. And this is a really great sort of AOR melodic rock album. It's like it's not quite as poppy as the Utopia album is, but it does have some great poppy elements to it, leaning back more into sort of some keyboard type stuff. Great pop and rock to immerse yourself in. And again, Todd is letting the other 3 guys have their input. So it is really a band effort. I always felt that Utopia was a band effort. Then the next album was called POV, came out in 1985, and that album sort of takes off where Oblivion left off, more of that commercial keyboard rock, not synth pop, and it's not keyboard dominated. There's more of a sort of a commercial rock keyboard sound in them. Still a lot of great songs. Mated is one of my favorite Utopia songs here. And the remaining songs on here were from an album called Trivia, which was a best of by Utopia, and a really great collection of songs that showcased songs from Oblivion and POV, plus some new material. And the new material is Here, featured on the end of disc 2. And this was essentially the end of Utopia. These last few albums, from Deface the Music to Swing to the Right to Self-Titled to Oblivion, POV, and Trivia, these were all great Utopia albums. Definitely my favorite Utopia albums. In fact, I usually will go back and listen to Utopia sometimes more than I'll listen to some of the Todd Rundgren solo albums. But of course, some of the Todd Rundgren albums still get a lot of play around my place. So these are my favorite albums by the band Utopia. Anyway, that's it, but I'm not going to let you go yet because I've put together a medley featuring short sound bites from tracks off of all of these albums to give you a hint of what they sound like if you've never heard Utopia, or to remind you of what they sound like. So sit back, relax, and I will see you on the other side.
There's a flame in the back of my mind, and it's burning for you all the time, 'cause I just want to touch you. Do you want to touch me too? Sing the song to the people, now who is to blame? But like scared little children, they all ran away. But where can the world go to hide? Nobody knows how lonely it can be, and he was tired of being alone. Life goes on, whether or not there's a reason. Life goes on. Enter another season. Life goes on. All smiles like the sweet light of the sunrise. I'm in love with something in your smile, and when I am old I'll see you smiling there. You say you don't care about my pride, you love me too much just to let me die, and you won't let me come inside unless I don't go to war no more. Swing to the right. Don't wanna hear what the populace expect from me. Let 'em eat cake if they feel that way. I gotta work, why should I have to pay for that? Swing to the right. And I don't wanna be one world. Whoa, it's our world.
Well, that's it. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, to ring that bell for future notifications. And until the next time, remember me. I'm Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie.